My personal real estate market is in the process of changing, and I'm here to talk about the trends that I've noticed so far this year and how those trends contrast with the things that my market demanded from creators in the past. I used to pack my schedule as tight as physically possible, even skipping lunch on most days and staying up all night editing because agents were not willing to spend the extra money required for outsourced editing and secondary services. Now, my schedule could not be more opposed to that way of operating. Now I shoot one or two, maybe three if the houses are small enough. And the funny part is I'm making more money than ever before. So let's dive into why and how this has happened and how you can use this information to enhance your own creative business. What's the deal, everyone? Welcome back to the studio. I'm Jeremy Deal. And if you're new here, I talk about being a full-time creative with a focus on running a real estate visuals marketing company and the gear it takes to do that. And in this episode, I'll be using my hands a lot, I assume. I don't know if you've heard about the huge judgment that just went down that has gigantic potential to upend the way and the amount agents get paid in the future. Since this has happened, the majority of the agents I work with, well, they're furious about it. And they seem to be posting more than usual about how important they are in the home buying process. But what I feel from the majority of these posts is fear. They're scared of how their industry is changing for them. And honestly, I don't blame them. I'm not here to take a side either way because no matter what I say in this video, it's not going to change anything. Instead, let's dive into the way it's changing the orders I receive as a creator in this space. The very first thing I notice is a decrease in the amount of orders from newer agents. I don't know if there's less agents going through school in my area or there's just less interest in becoming an agent, but I've noticed that over 90% of the work I'm currently creating for are all for my well-established agents. This might be because I focused all of my marketing efforts towards video over the past year, and I seem to be getting way less solo photo orders. I seem to be getting roughly 4 times as many requests from agents for specialized videos, for not only the sale of this property, but something they can continue to use for personal branding far into the future. And before I spend way too much time ranting on this topic matter, I'll use it as a springboard to my next topic matter. Agents, well, now they want more. For the last few years, while the market was hot and there was tons to sell, agents wanted to spend as little as possible for the marketing of their properties, skipping video services, not wanting to pay for higher end styled images, and still selling in hours. But now things are different. The easy to find listings are gone and agents have gone back to scrapping for every listing they have. There's not enough to go around. And that's actually caused agents to kind of split up into 2 camps. Camp 1, those are the agents that decide they need to stand out from the crowd and get in front of as many people as possible, no matter the cost, because capturing the market now means way less powerful competition in the future. Camp 2 are the agents that realized listings were drying up and decided to try and go even cheaper on the visuals they use to market properties to save money, not realizing that's affecting the way people listing their homes see that's agents' value and brand. If it's not obvious, we will not really be talking too much about Camp 2 because not only is the market we don't want to be in, with their ideas on being as cheap as possible, they'll probably be moving to their next career fairly soon anyway. If I've said it once on this channel, I've said it 1,000 times. Someone not willing to spend money on their brand owns a brand that will not be around for long. So back to talking about Camp 1 and how it's changed my average workday. Agents more than ever are wanting videos for their listings. So if you're not offering video yet to your clients, there really has never been a better time to learn this. But the caveat I'll throw in here is that more agents than ever are wanting video that they are in. Don't get me wrong, I'm still getting a lot of orders for my basic videos, but the amount of orders I've gotten that have agents on camera is literally 4 times more than it was last year. This is a massive uptick in one particular service offering, and it's also the most expensive service I offer. So I'm literally making more money to spend more time at a single property and creating something I'm more proud of. Lots of the word more in that statement, right? I'm never one to talk specifically about the pricing and rates I charge for my work, specifically because I think it's more important to teach you how to price yourself for the market and your skill level. But those of you who made it this far in the video, I'm gonna give you a special little treat and do exactly that, so you get a better idea of the numbers I'm talking about here. Before we get too far into this, I wanna give a big shout out to Audio, the sponsor for today's video. I'm sure if you have been online, you have seen their services advertised everywhere. Most of the big followers that I keep up with are also representing this company. So again, big shout out for sponsoring a small channel like mine. Either way, if you haven't seen them, they have some really unique, powerful features that I haven't seen in any other music software that I license from. And that's the Link AI feature, where you can literally just put in a direct link to a Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music song, and it will search its database and give you songs that are most similar to the one you're looking for. Super unique, super cool. Don't want to spend too much time on it. Check out my audio link down below where you can get 70% off of your first year subscription. And that's a big number for such an awesome service. Now, let's get back to our video. We're going to base this entire conversation around what it costs to shoot a 2,000 square foot home sitting on a 1/4 acre lot. So let's take my investment property photography. It gets sent to no outsource editor, and it's as basic of a photo project as you can get. And for the past few years, it's been my #1 ordered package, hands down, comprising nearly 75% of everything ordered from my site. For that service, I charge $165, and if I pack my schedule tight enough, I can do 5 or 6 a day, but realistically 4 without feeling overwhelmed, since I also do all the editing when I get back. And that's bringing in a total of $660 a day. And it's honestly a shitty day to work, with more stress of dealing with 4 different homes, 4 different homeowners, and 4 different agents, and who knows how many miles. Next up is my outsource editing package, and that's $210 charge a client. But keep in mind, I now have an editor I have to pay from that. And those who use them know how much a quality editor can cost. So my profit is actually not much different on the 2 photo packages, but it's way less stressful not having to edit at night. So doing 4 of these a day brings my total to $840 a day, and I still have to pay the editor from that. I'm making more than I do with my basic photos, a little bit, and my day is way less stressful because I get home, I send everything off to an editor, and still have my nights free to do whatever I want. But I still have the hassle of driving a lot, and lots of homeowners that are usually not ready. Now we're getting into the services that I suggest if you want to be profitable and have a good quality of life that does not involve working all the time. My basic bundle package of photos, videos, and aerials. This is a $450 charge a client, and it only takes me an extra 40 minutes on site and roughly 30 minutes more of editing back home. I can do 2 of these a day with absolutely no stress, and 3 a day and still have some of the night to myself, bringing in my total for the day to $1,350. Plus I still have the photo edits to pay for, and running a business, which is a way higher cost than you think it will be starting off. For the record, in case you don't know, I only offer the higher end images for my bundled services because I don't want to edit photos at night and video. Lastly, we'll talk about what's now in 2024 my most popular option, the luxury listing package. And that includes everything listed above, plus the agent on camera. I actually have 2 different options here, an agent introduction that costs a little bit less, and a full agent walkthrough that features the agent roughly 3 times in the property. But I'll give you the prices for the most expensive of these 2 options, since it's more popular than just the agent introduction. I can do 2 of these a day, and I can do a 3rd if I want a really stressful day where I work through the night. I'm known to do this way too often, if you ask my wife, but this charge a client is $750. It's only $650 for an agent introduction if you're curious. So that brings my total to $1,500 for an extremely chill day of work where I only visit 2 houses and no strict schedule to adhere to, or $2,250 for a fully stressed out work shift. And again, that's before the cost of outsourcing my photo edits. Well worth the cost to play, in my opinion. The best part about this last option is that I have not been to a house yet that ordered this luxury listing package that was not ready. A huge problem I have. When agents spend big money and know they're going to be on film, they tend to go way above in making sure the house is ready and everyone is gone. I send out a 3-page document to everyone who wants to be on film, full of exactly what they need to do to prepare and exactly what we'll be doing at the house, and exactly how much they will be charged if I show up to that house and it's not 100% ready. Now that you know the market has changed and agents that will be around for a long time are the ones spending the most money, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue to chase those small new agents that pinch pennies trying to scrape by until they kick into their next listing? Or are you going to create big projects you're proud to call yours while working with the top players in the industry? I can't tell you how to run your business, but I can tell you switching to the ladder has been a life-changing situation for me. I used to work with roughly 350 agents in the Triangle area, and now that number is reduced down to about 100. but they are the highest quality clients I could ever ask for. I've actually started firing clients to make way for the good ones. I don't have time to waste on clients that constantly reschedule their appointments or constantly have issues with their properties being ready when I arrive. I started prioritizing my own personal time and mental space over that of my business, and because of that, my business has skyrocketed. If you're a new creator in the space or have very limited client base, I would not recommend firing anyone yet, but if you're busy enough to keep yourself afloat with good agents while telling the cheap and time-consuming agents to hit the road, then you will be a much happier person. As always, keep rocking and rolling, enjoy what you're doing, make smart business decisions, and do me a favor and pump this video by liking, subscribing, and possibly sharing it around. I constantly get asked by you all to make videos about the business side of things, and honestly, those always end up being my lowest performing videos. Funny. Help me change that by making this a top performer, and I'll obviously keep making more. Catch you next time. Ooh. That's it. I'll make a lot more of these videos if y'all want them. This is just my honest take. I'm kind of thinking about doing this like once a month, just an insight onto my business and how it's changing month to month throughout the year, since I've never really done that. If you're interested in anything like that, comment down below. You know all the jazz. I'll catch you next time. I already said that, didn't I? Peace.